start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon, and our topic today is the man's in a man's hands, and it says the verse is from Tehillim 7:29. God has made men upright, but they sought many intrigues. Okay, so I mean, people do whatever they do, and then they blame Hashem, right? So Hashem created men upright, but they did many intrigues. Okay, so what does it mean? It is from Medrash Tanhuma, Bereshit 7, and it says, "The Holy One, blessed be He, who is upright and righteous, created man in His image, so that he too would be upright and righteous." One may ask, if so, why did God create evil inclination? As it is written, the imagery of man's heart is evil from his youth. It's from Bereshis 8:21. If God refers to inclination as evil, then how can it possibly transform in something good? That's an amazing question, right? So continue. God responds, it is you who has made it evil. As a child, you did not sin. It is when you're matured that you sinned. There are many times in this world more rigid and bitter than evil inclination. Items, right? Yet you make them sweet. There is nothing more bitter than turmusin. Yet you diligently cook it 7 times until it turns sweet. Surely then you can do the same with evil inclination that is given over to you in hands. Medrash Tanhuma, etc. The intent of above Medrash is clear. Hashem has given man the ability to subdue his evil inclination so that it can be utilized for accomplishing his spiritual goals. As it is written, yet you can conquer the evil inclination. Okay, Bereshis 4:7. It is man alone, through his way and deeds, who determine who will be the victor of the crucial struggle. Okay, so let's read it again and try to understand. So again, the Holy One, blessed be He, who is upright and righteous, created man in His image so that he could be upright and righteous. So very, very clear. Hashem wants us to be upright and righteous. He created us in this way, but He gave us evil inclination. So so it's a very brilliant question. If Hashem called this inclination evil, how is it possible that who we are that we can change this inclination, makes it good, right? It's go against Hashem in some sense, right? It's very interesting. So, right. So one more time, one may ask, if so, that why did God create the evil inclination? As it is written, the imagery of man's heart is evil from his youth. So youth, I mean, when a person is a child, maybe not a child, because a child until maturity, the sin do not count, except few sins, for example, wasting seeds or something. But otherwise, if he kills somebody, is he going to get killed? Maybe. Okay, maybe. Okay. If God Himself refers to evil inclination as evil, then how can it possibly transform into something good? So okay, so that's an amazing question. Right, so meaning in some sense, as we said before, maybe there is it's lose battle. Okay, God responds, it is you who made it evil, right? So meaning a person has had these desires and turned themselves to the evil path. As a child, you did not sin, meaning even person sinned, but he did not have this strong inclination. It is when you matured that you sinned, meaning after the bar or bas mitzvah. There are many items in this world that are rigid and bitter than the evil inclination, yet you make them sweet. So it's very interesting. So Hashem is giving this example, this turmusin. I'm not sure if I don't remember. It's some kind of what is it, root or something. I don't exactly remember, but people knew to if they going to cook it, so it was very, very bitter. But if you cook it 7 times, it's going to be sweet. So when I learned this Gemara first time, I thought like, how do they know to cook 7 times? Why they did not give up after 2 times or 1 time? Why did it ever even enter their minds to cook 1 time? So if it's bitter, they just throw it in the garbage, or I mean, don't touch it. Why would you do that? It's very interesting. So they have this knowledge. I'm not sure from where, from BeEzrat HaShem, that if you're going to cook it 7 times, and you can imagine like how much effort, especially in olden days, you need to invest with all the chopping woods and carrying water and taking care of this thing. Like you have to always put the wood under in a stove. Like it's not like today you just turn off the gas and that's it. You're done. Okay, so and people knew to cook it 7 times in order to make it sweet. And so surely if you can invest such an amount of time to make this sweet, needless to say, you can do the same with evil inclination and make it sweet, right? The intent of the above mentioned medrash is clear. Hashem has given man the ability to subdue his evil inclination. So meaning, is it bitter? Yes. Right? Is it difficult? Absolutely. But it's not impossible. So that it can be utilized in accomplishing his spiritual goals. Right? This evil inclination. So evil inclination, how to do that? So basically you make it holy, right? You make it serve your spiritual goals. So you say, as we said yesterday, you eat, right? You eat, you drink for the sake of serving Hashem. So soul does not need to eat, right? But body needs to eat, and maybe if it eats better food, like tastier food, a little happier. So there is no problem for body to be a little happier. Okay, Baruch Hashem. So you serve the Hashem better. So evil inclination helps a person to achieve the spiritual goal. Continue. Yet you conquer it. The evil inclination. So you want it, good, bad enough or good enough. So you conquer it. It is the man alone. It is man alone through his way and deeds who determines who will be the victor of the crucial struggle. And as we said yesterday, and we're going to say it again today, so Hashem does not send a person struggles more than he can or she can overcome. So if you have such a test in your life, it's only because you personally, not your neighbor, not your brother, not somebody else, but you personally can overcome. Guaranteed. How Hashem said so. Okay, so stop here. Okay, next one for later. Cover it up. There are 7 times. These 7 times we cook this food until it becomes sweet. Right? This root, wherever is it? Can it be connection to the 7 times that the king fall before Eisen mentioned in the Mishle 24:16? Very interesting. Is it something hidden behind the withstanding the Yetzer Hara 7 times without giving up? Okay, let's split. It's very interesting question. Let's split. So this food being cooked 7 times, I think, if I remember correctly, I think it's from Talmud Brachas. So it says literally 7 times. How they I don't remember if they had answer. How they know seven times. I would give up after even 1 time. Like if it's not became sweet, why would I repeat the same process? Okay. Tzaddikim fall 7 times. I think that tzaddik, when we call person a tzaddik, he's righteous already, and he falls. So does not make him not righteous. He just falls, and he comes. He raises up after this 1 time, and is after 7 times. Yetzer Hara is going to leave him alone. Actually, I think if I remember correctly, I think it says even 3 times. So if you withstand the test 3 times. So Hashem said to Yitzchak, just leave him alone. That's enough. Look, you had 3 chances. Okay, that's it. Next. And these 7 times, if I remember correctly, we learned in the Michtav Eliyahu, Rabbi Dessler Zitzal, that this tzaddik, and we continue to call him tzaddik, he's been fallen in different tests. It's not exactly the same. So yeah, he drew a conclusion from the fallen, but Yetzer Hara tests him in different directions. Okay, so technically, after the 3rd time, it's not going to be as intense. Let's put it this way. So Yetzer Hara is not allowed to test. Of course, it's going to come from time to time when one person is becoming a little lax in that area, but not as intense as in the beginning. And I think it's very encouraging for all of us. So you have to let's keep this number 3 in mind. So you have to withstand. And Hashem said that's it. Just leave him alone.